Alrighty. Doctor Who, the second Doctor, his first appearance.
Yes.
The Power of the Daleks, which was lost to time and space because they reused the videos and they had the audio, so they did it in animation. It was really quite good.
Yeah. It was the original audio from the episode that was one of the lost ones. And it was, the first transition episode.
Yes, with Patrick.
From the first Doctor to the second.
Yes, with Patrick Troughton.
And it was a Dalek one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do I put this? Like, kind of from the get-go, besides the Daleks, like, you just know something's going to go wrong. But it was already starting in the first episode where it was just, you had the naive scientist.
Yes.
Yes. And then the power-hungry people and the incompetent administration. And hilarity ensued from there, but it was kind of a slow burn. First 3 episodes were like,
It was, but
it started slow, but by like the second episode, it's like shit's getting real. But then it kind of like just got into a second gear, and then kind of trudged up that hill a little longer, and then
kicked in, yeah. But I love the one, Well, there was 3 Daleks
originally, yes, in a pod.
In this pod, and one of the scientists absconded with one of them.
Yes.
They're like, oh, but there's only 2. You said there were 3, whatever.
Yeah.
And he managed to reactivate it, and it was acting like it was subservient.
Yeah, and then when it killed the one guy, he was like, oh, he killed it? I thought he was doing better.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this, I don't think he was ever alive or better. Since she was the bad guy, too.
Yeah.
She could have just been telling him this to,
Yep.
Head in the cloud scientist, which, And then when he freaks out and he sees that the Daleks there's a whole, rat's nest of them in there.
Yes.
And they're putting the live samples or reanimating the live samples, I don't know, because they were zapping them.
Mm-hmm.
And then putting them into the bodies, the casings. And then he's freaking out, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh well, I'll just go and be their servant." And
yeah, I'll be their servant, right?
And the proper thing that the Dalek did was just kill him. Just don't need your shit,
right?
And if he was kind of trying to do a Shyamalan switcheroo, it wasn't going to work because the Daleks were smarter than that. That's what they did.
Yes.
So anyway,
exterminate. Yes.
Yeah. So
but you wouldn't kill me. Yeah. Yeah.
And so it was an Earth colony, and it was the companions from the previous Doctor, and on the last episode was the 13th planet, I think.
Yeah.
With the Cybermen, and then we're here, and I thought the flute was kind of annoying.
The recorder thing?
Yeah, I know he played it. I know he played it a lot, but I liked his jaunty hat. A very jaunty hat.
Yes.
So
yeah, the video for this had been lost to, I guess, taping over it.
Yes.
And so there was no, original video.
There are production stills, but yeah.
So it was recreated in animation, like the other lost episode, the...
Shada.
Yeah, the Shada episode that had the animated scenes to round it out and finish it and complete it.
Yeah, and I liked that the animation...
And it was the same animation, studio.
Yeah, and I liked that the animation was in black and white. Wasn't it? It was.
No, it wasn't. It was...
Was it?
It
was in color?
Yeah.
Why did I think it was in black and white?
Because there was a still that was black and white, maybe. But no, if nothing else, it gives you a chance to view the episode in the way it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did as faithful a recreation of it as they could.
Well, you saw the still
shot by shot.
You saw the still of the Doctor.
Yes.
Not the Doctor, but the scientist.
Yes.
Yeah. And so he was spot on.
No, the likenesses were great of the characters.
Yeah.
But and I think and also all the backgrounds and scenery
were correct.
So if nothing, like I say, if nothing else gives you a chance to see something that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise.
Yeah.
A visual representation, a recreation of the of the episode, and and again, first transition of the first Doctor to the second Doctor. So
what do you think of this Doctor? Actually, properly seeing this Doctor?
I kind of liked him. He was quirky. I think he was maybe somewhat inspired, for Tom Baker's, because he was, he wasn't like the first and the third Doctors.
Yeah.
And
nobody can beat B. Arthur.
Well, yeah, but
different from the first Doctor, definitely.
Yes, and still, but the Doctor though.
Yeah.
He was good though, like that, as far as he was the Doctor, and how he was able to defeat the Daleks.
Well, all of them except for one.
Yes. Oh yeah, there was the one survivor at the end, of course. In
the post-credit scene,
right? But it's just so funny. Everybody was so clueless except the Doctor. He was the only one who knew.
Yeah.
The threat that the Daleks posed, and nobody would believe him.
Romulan, the Vulcan.
The Romulan.
Oops. That's it. Call me a racist,
the
right?
Freudian slip there.
Yeah.
No, the Vulcan Earth.
Proctor, whatever.
Whatever they call it. Yeah.
He had a little button. It was funny. Anyway, with that, like, share, subscribe.